미국에서 현지 스포츠 소식을 전하는 사인왕입니다. 지난 몇 주 동안 LG트윈스부터 시작해서 5개의 KBO 팀을 외국 팬에게 소개했는데 단한점에 도달한 만큼 앞서 살펴봤던 내용을 복습하고 또 앞으로 다룰 남은 팀들을 예습하는 차원에서 2010년대 KBO 포지션별 최고의 선수를 소개하는 영상을 만들었습니다. 지난주에는 구독자 이벤트도 실시했는데 많은 참여 감사했습니다. 구독자 이벤트 정답자 명단과 경품 수령 방법은 아래 고정 댓글에 안내되어 있으니 확인해 주시기 바랍니다. 다시 한번 감사드리고 구독과 좋아요 부탁드립니다.
Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome into the weekly Jeff and American's take on the KBO. This week we've got a special show as we're taking a break from our team-by-team reviews, and we're going to break down your list of the top 10 KBO players of the past 10 seasons. But before we get into that, let me give the results of our competition. If you've been following along, we posted some cryptic pictures, gave you some clues about a legend featured on a jersey. There were pictures, all sorts of that. The clues were this: he played in the inaugural KBO season. He won multiple gold gloves. He won the title as both a player and after his playing days. And here is the jersey. I'm wearing it right now. Let me show you. So the answer was Kim J. Bach of the NBC Blue Dragons. Kim J. Bach of the NBC Blue Dragons. 3 of you, congratulations, you got the answer correct. Now, one person, we appreciate the thoroughness here, gave 5 detailed reasons for why he chose that as his guess. Well, let's see how you did on your reasons. First, you said you immediately eliminated all Tigers and Giants based on something I said in my first video, in which I said I wanted nothing to do with either of those teams because of their Giants connection. San Francisco Giants, that is. Secondly, you said the LG Twins were compared by me to my favorite MLB team, the Dodgers. So maybe I would pick a Twins-related team since I couldn't pick the Wiz since they weren't around. Third, thinking outside the box, there was a misconception that Kim actually didn't play in the KBO until 1983 because he played in the 1982 World Baseball Cup where he took gold. However, he did take part in the Seoul Regional Draft and played 3 games his first season, going 0 for 13. So good on you for that one. The NBC Blue jerseys were also blue, which broke the equation that Samsung equals blue uniforms. And out of the remaining 2 Twins legends from the inaugural season that won gold gloves, it has to be Kim because of his fame and his massive impact on the game. Now, it's worth noting, Kim guided the Twins to their first championship in 1990 and then won 4 more as the manager of the Unicorns in the early 2000s. So, lastly, this viewer remembered me showing an interest in Blue Dragons gear. That was the sealer. So, first of all, I want to say I'm impressed with the level of research and commitment here. And honestly, I wish I could say I had thought of all of these things. Personally, I love the jerseys. I just thought it was a sweet, fresh-looking jersey. I thought they were the best-looking ones. I've actually already gotten compliments over here. People don't know who they are, but they love the jersey. And when I heard about a backstory a little bit, I was even more excited. My first team ever playing baseball on was actually the Twins. And funny enough, I'm actually a twin. I have a twin brother. Plus the Dodger connection, which admittedly I had forgotten about. So all of this to say, well done to you. Well done to the other 2 people who guessed it right. Because this was the first kind of giveaway event we're going to do, instead of picking one winner, we're going to give something to all 3. So here are our winners. We're going to put them up on the screen. Congratulations to you. If you'll give us your contact info, your favorite team, there will be instructions on the pinned comment below on how to collect your prize. So make sure to subscribe. If you didn't win this time, there will be more competition. So subscribe, tell your friends, and we'd love to have you back. So with that said, let's dive into the top 10 players position by position from the past decade as we break halfway through our 10-team series. So the conditions were that these players had to have played in the 2010s for at least 5 years, and as always, this list was made only possible by your help, so thank you for that. So also, just a quick shout out to our fans that were so committed that they thought their team had all 10 of the best players from the past 10 years. Maybe there's a misunderstanding, or maybe you're just that confident about your team. I'm not really sure, but we love it. We love it. So some of these names we've covered in our first 5 videos, so others will be new. If we're talking about some old ones, go back and check out those. So let's dive in, starting with the infield. The first base and second base, we've got a pair of Kiwoom players, Park Byung-ho and Seo-gon Chong. Park just edged out Lee Sung-yup of the Samsung Lions. But for Seo, this is an impressive guy. As a 25-year-old in 2014, he set the single-season record for hits, 201. He became the first guy ever to get over 200 hits. He actually hit 370 that season with a 438 on-base percentage, 547 slugging percentage. By the way, 48 steals. It's obvious at this point. He won the MVP. And we'll get to a bit more on both of those guys when we get to the Heroes video, but our first and second basemen are right there. At shortstop, Kim Jae-ho of Doosan, an incredible defender whose Fungo videos have kind of made him popular. Not exactly an offensive powerhouse, but he was kind of the cornerstone of a defensive dynasty that brought multiple championships to Doosan. So, and it doesn't hurt, by the way, that he's always smiling. I love that. In the biggest moments, the guy is smiling. Love that. Third base, we've got Choi Jung of the SK Wyverns. As one viewer pointed out, he has the most wins above replacement, or WAR, of the past decade. One viewer said, you couldn't possibly leave him out. You're right, there he is at third base. We'll have more on him in the SK video. At catcher, we got Easy Young, a legend for the Dinos. He was the heart and soul of the Doosan team before joining the Dinos. One of the best catchers in league history. His nickname, some people call him, "This is why you spend money." He signed the second biggest contract in league history, continued to produce, so good on him. In the outfield, we got Son Ah-sup, currently in his 14th year with the Giants, mostly in right field. This is incredible. He hit over 300 9 times straight from 2010 to 2018. Last year, he just missed it by 5 percentage points. In 2014, he hit 362. The only problem, he came up just short of Suh in that year. One fun fact, in 2008, he changed his name from Son Gwang-min after his mother visited a professional name giver who basically said, if you change your name to this, it will lead to baseball success and health. And, well, you know, I'm not really sure I believe in that kind of thing, but what can you say? Okay, next in the outfield, we've got Choi Young-woo from Kia. He led his team to multiple championships in the early 2010s. Best year was 2011. He had 340 with a 427 on-base percentage, 617 slugging, with 30 home runs. Now in his 15th year, he's famous for coining the term 6-jewel moat, which means no way you can flip a 6-game lead. He was so confident in his team, Kia, they were at the top of the table with more than a month to go in the season. Of course, you say something like that, the Doosan Bears immediately closed the gap, tying things at one point. The Tigers did go on to win his 4th straight title. He had won 3 with the Lions prior to that. Lastly, in the outfield, we've got Park Young-taek, the all-time leader in hits, who I previously have compared to a Derek Jeter type guy. Again, go back and watch some old videos for some content on him. At DH, we've got Lee Dae-ho, our famous base stealer from the Lotte video. His big year was in 2010. He led the league in every hitting category except for stealing bases. So that's what we got. So there's our lineup. What do you think? Leave us comments below. Did we do okay as a starting lineup? Pitching, how's our fielding? How's our hitting? Now we're going to get to pitching. We need some pitching, right? Well, we ended up with 3 starters and a closer. First up, the leading vote getter among all commenters was Yang Hyun Jung, with one viewer noting this guy has got to get to the major leagues. He's the active leader in wins with 140, thanks in part to a 2017 season that was insane. He won 20 games, propelling Kia to their 11th title. In our Doosan video, we joked by asking who's the owner of Jamsil Stadium. Yang actually made the same comment in the Korean series press conference, saying that they would have a leg up on fans and that all 7 games would be like home games. Yikes. Other top vote getters, Kim Kwang-hun, a guy we talked about in our MLB season preview. He's going to pitch for the St. Louis Cardinals this year, so check out that video. We've got good stuff on him. Lastly, we've got Nippert, the 4th player with unprecedented success. We mentioned him in our Doosan video. He played 7 seasons with the same team, which is, again, very rare. He totaled 102 wins and over 1,000 strikeouts in his career. In 2016, he led the league in wins and ERA. He won the Gold Glove, and oh, by the way, got himself an MVP trophy. The closer, an easy one, right? The legendary Stone Buddha, Oh Seung-won. Again, check out the Samsung video for more info there. So, you know, I'm going through this list, and I'll admit, where are my KT Wiz? No KT Wiz players. I believe we got 1 vote, DH Yoo Han-jun, but he got 1 vote. So hopefully we do better a decade from now. Maybe my guy, Baek Gong, will get some love if he's still in the KBO, if he plays 5 years in the next decade. Some other honorary mentions we'll give a shout out to. Eric Thames, who plays for the Nationals, was mentioned. He won the MVP in 2015. Unfortunately, not eligible for this. He only played 3 years. Then we've got my guy, Hyunjin Ryu, who I personally, you know, I may have bent the rules a little bit to get him in. He had the 4th most votes among pitchers, despite having not pitched in the league, KBO league, since 2012. Not so honorable mention, Jung Ho Kong. 5-time All-Star in the KBO, but many noted his off-the-field issues would sort of disqualify him a bit. Undeniable talent. He almost won the Rookie of the Year with the Pirates, but DUIs, other stuff going on, unfortunately for him. So as always, we'd love to know, what do you think? Do you agree with the decisions? Do you agree with the votes? Comment below and let us know. And lastly, keep this in mind, next week our video is going to be covering the Hanwha Eagles. So leave us some notes below, 2 to 3 things I need to know about the Hanwha Eagles. Leave those below. We'll get to them next week and check out the video. Until then, 사인왕, 구독과 좋아요 부탁해요. Peace.
제프가 언급했듯 다음 영상은 한화편을 준비할 텐데 여러분들과 함께 만드는 컨텐츠인 만큼 댓글로 이글스 팬이 알아야 할 필수 상식도 남겨주시고 많은 참여 부탁드립니다. 이번 영상도 시청해주셔서 감사드리고 구독과 좋아요 부탁드립니다.